Well, I guess the biggest thing, and it's sort of growing, has been mobile data, essentially. It's been growing, and we know that. And flat rate billing has been going on for some time, and it's really the easing off of that flat rate billing is the key thing. And tiered services and all the other associated stuff is going to have to come into play to break up that flat rate billing into a number of different segments, so that operators who are seeing this massive increase in data is going to be broken down. And it's quite complicated to do. You've got sort of policy management systems coming into play and complex services and billing which are going to break that down. So I think it's one of the big things.
I think 2012 looks like is taking the network and extending that information from a service provider's perspective, giving them end-to-end service views, and that will allow them to contain and keep their competitive advantage while exposing information around the service to their customers, allowing them to show their customers that they're providing a world class of service.
I think 2012 probably marks the beginning of the time that carriers finally have to understand that what they're delivering isn't wireless data, it isn't broadband data, it isn't PSTN, it's not a network, it's a service, it's an application, it has to be independent of the network.
I suppose the secondary thing, which I'm happy to say eventually, is that cloud services are actually coming to market. And from a billing and BSS perspective, that's another challenge, the new service sector. It's going to require either new stovepipes essentially to go and get those things delivered, including the BSS portion, or it's going to require a whole heap of extra work within current billing systems today.
The biggest players in the world have been formulating their strategies. Next year, 2012, is when these strategies will become real. We'll see offerings in the market, and we'll start to see some fireworks between providers depending on where you live in the world.
I think in the last few years we saw the convergence of technology, with LTE and with fixed mobile convergence. We also saw a lot of bundled offers in the last 5 years. But what we've not seen is in between. How are the OSS, the BSS converging, and what has to happen to make it a seamless experience, not only from the customer standpoint, but the efficient way for which customers can order.
2012, we're really focusing on the customer experience management in terms of being able to give the service providers the ability to look at their subscriber in usage aspects. So what can they see when a subscriber may not be connected or is having problems that can't be collected through their normal methods of probes and deep packet inspection. So we're extending the customer experience management out to the subscriber themselves, the actual individual.
For us, it's much more than just CEM, it's the application space, it's the personalised services space, and really working with the operators, not just in the OSS space, but in the BSS space, with the business units, identifying real-time, real customers and helping them save customers and help them spend more money with them.
I think the key trends in 2012 are this continued push towards multi-party enhanced services for consumers and enterprises. No one party in the chain can do it alone anymore, and that means that carriers are going to have to partner with over-the-top content providers and other value-added services. So we're going to see the OSS BSS layer have to keep up with that expanded partnership, understanding who's bringing what to the party and being able to monetize all aspects of that relationship. No easy feat, but I think we're going to see specialist systems do that rather than the big legacy environments.
And that level of real-time dynamical information that gives the service provider an idea of what's happening in their business, both in terms of operational efficiency, customer experience, revenue and margin, is critical, we believe, to their ability to transform effectively. So we're looking at 2012 being the year where we stop looking at review mirrors and we're looking forward with real-time dynamics information empowered through the OSS BSS industry. So it's very exciting days, and I think it's going to be a major trigger, a catalyst for the success of our customers.
I think service providers are going to massively increase their profitability and their efficiency in rolling out new services once they come to terms with analysing their data better. One of the things I'm expecting to see going forward is a renewed effort amongst service providers to get the best out of the data that they already hold and to bring in new data. Because at the moment, The data that they have, they aren't analysing to the full, and the data that they have is not always being shared with all members of the value chain. Once it is, then service providers will find themselves in a better position to make a business case for new services and to roll out really exciting value-added services.